Okay. First of all, I would like to say welcome again to the 5th International Başkent Congress on Physical, Social, and Health Science. And our moderator, Dr. Mohammed Safdar Bhakti, is an ELT expert with 26 years IELTS, TOEFL teaching and training experience. He has widely published in numerous peer-reviewed research journals, authored 4 books, supervised extensively, has delivered keynote and plenary speeches at various international forums and conferences. He has conducted and attended scores of ELT workshops and seminars within the country and I think around the world. And he has been awarded honorary doctorate in ELT and applied linguistics by an American university due to his remarkable service in the field of ELT. And he is a recipient of National Human Rights Professional Award 2016 and by EHRO Islamabad, Pakistan. He is also awarded Certificate of Pride and honored by Arab Translators Association Palestine. He is among 128 intellectuals, educators, and scholars from all over the world who got this certificate. And ARTA has also awarded him Academic Excellence Award. He is a recipient of Global Edu Leader Award by International Internship University in India. And currently he is teaching in the Islamia University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan. And also, dear Safdar, if you are ready, you can start the session.
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
We are really
I just want to share my screen, but let me allow to do that.
Okay. Let me permit you. Okay, now you can.
Okay, sir. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank a very dashing person, my very sweet Baha Ahmad Ilmaz, the coordinator of this conference, to give my this opportunity to moderate and present my work at this forum. This is Dr. Muhammad Safdar Bhakti from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan, and I am with my co-presenter, Rini, Siddhartha, Zahida, and Faika. And the topic of my talk is effects of using dialogues on ESL learners' speaking skills at BS level. So that is the brief sketch of my talk. Respected audience, today the world has become a global village and English language is a key instrument of this globalization. It is spoken and understood almost everywhere in the world. Administrative issues, trade, social and educational matters are discussed in this language. English as a language of international communication is acquired by numerous people to convey their thoughts and perform a variety of functions in different situations. In Pakistani context, it is considered a difficult language on the grounds that its structure, pronunciation, and vocabulary are different from other local languages of Pakistan. The value of English language is internationally accepted. It is a storehouse of word knowledge. It is a medium of international communication and also a custodian of standard terminologies. Considering the state of this language, it has been a challenge for its teacher. It is very important for an English language teacher to have a full command on it. The development of speaking skills such as fluency, pronunciation, intonation, and grammatical accuracy are essential to students' ability to communicate with others beyond their classrooms. There are 3 aspects of language. One is the accent, second one is the vocabulary, grammar, and the third one is the vocabulary. So that is the integrated model for language skills formula. Listening and reading skills are the input, while speaking and writing are output. The more you listen, the more you speak. So listening and speaking are also passive skills, while the speaking and writing are the productive skills and active skills. Teaching English in Pakistan is having 4-fold aims: listening comprehension, reading comprehension, speaking ability, and writing ability. Speaking comes after listening. Language is what we speak. Every speaker needs a listener. basic necessity of human beings. Without it, we can't get proper space in society. If we talk about the importance of English skills, speaking skills, everywhere we have to speak, no conscious effort is required. Students also want to speak English, but they feel shy. They first listen to the teacher and then they speak. Speaking a language is always daunting at first. Speak clearly, simply, and slowly is the core concern. Dialogue. A dialogue is a conversation or exchange of ideas between two persons. In language learning, dialogue is a model conversation used to practice listening and speaking skills. The style in a dialogue should also be natural and spontaneous. Ideas and arguments should be arranged in a systematic order. There are three types of dialogues. One is the situational, to communicate according to the situation. Second one is the instructional, to teach momentary actions. Third one is the functional, to communicate with certain purpose. The importance of dialogues is that dialogue is the best suited type of text to teach the spoken language. Very good source for teaching speaking skills. It increases students' ability to understand language outside the classroom context. Its use encourages and motivates students to take interest. It brings changes in teaching techniques, which proves to be productive. If we talk about the significance of the study, it will be helpful for the BS level students, for the teachers, and will improve their language skills. And these are the objectives and the hypotheses of my study. The objectives are to identify students' problems in speaking English, to enable the students to speak English confidently and without any hesitation, to use dialogue technique to provide linguistic atmosphere in the class, to find out whether the use of dialogues be an effective tool to overcome students' speaking difficulties. And the hypothesis is students are facing problems in speaking English, so dialogues can be effective in helping students to overcome their problems in speaking English. Now, I would like to move towards the literature review. How do I know what I think until I see what I say? Speech is power. Speech is to persuade, to convert, and to compel. Speech is the most important aim in language teaching, and language as well as faculty of speech was the immediate gift of God. 100 students and 20 teachers from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan, who were teaching at the BS level, and the students who were studying at the BS level participated in this study. If we talk about the research methodology, it was experimental in nature, and the research approach was quantitative and the qualitative as well, and stratified random sampling was done. And the tools, questionnaire for teachers and pre-test and post-test for the students were used as a tool to collect the data from the respondents. And that was a questionnaire which I distributed among the teachers to gather their viewpoints. And that is the data analysis of their questionnaire. Teachers told that the use of dialogues is necessary in class. It also encourages students to participate in class. Teachers told that dialogues bring good results among the students, and dialogues technique makes students more confident speaker. In teachers' view, speaking through dialogues makes learning everlasting. Use of dialogue is useful for improving speaking skills, and use of dialogue brings good change even in dull students. And these were the factors which I gathered from the questionnaire. It improved students' learning, 80% scores, and confidence increased 90%, become interested in the class 90%, and become good speakers, that was 80%. And that is the data analysis, then the graphic description. Now I would like to move towards the conclusions. Dialogues accelerate students' performance in learning a language at secondary level. Dialogues created interest in the students and they were eager to speak. Dialogues played an important role to enable the students to speak. Dialogues improved students' fluency, accuracy, pronunciation, and vocabulary as well. In the end, I would like to give some suggestions and recommendations. Teachers should place emphasis on English as a medium of instruction in their classes, and teachers should promote dialogue technique while teaching English, especially speaking skills. The students should be allowed to participate, to practice in pairs, to incorporate new words and phrases with interactive conversation. Students should present these dialogues in an enjoyable, relaxed, and comprehensive way. For the enrichment of speaking skills, the teacher should work on sounds for correct pronunciation. Students should be encouraged and motivated to speak and respond in English with fellows. The grammatical terms and sentence structures can be effectively taught by using dialogue technique. The students will learn the grammatical rules unconsciously but correctly. Teachers can develop students' listening skill and vocabulary by giving them an exposure for the new phrases and vocabulary they might encounter. And these were some references from which I got the help. And thanks for your patience. And any question, please? Yes, dear participants, if you have any question, you can ask the question from me.
I guess no question.